Dave Parker, and this is the Inspiration for Healthy Living YouTube program series. And what I'd like to talk to you about today is understanding health by using a banana. And interestingly enough, if we look at a banana has a beautiful curve from the side. And when we look at the spine, our neck should have a beautiful curve when we look at it from the side, but from the front it should be perfectly straight. The same for our lower back and the same for our mid-back. So our neck curves forward, our mid-back curves back, and then our lower back should curve forward. So when we take a look at that, we can understand a lot about the structure of the spine and a lot about health by just understanding a banana. So when we look at the front view, again, the whole spine from the top to the bottom should be straight. So if we look at that structure and we think, now why should the spine be curved from the side? And we kind of look at our head from the top, and if we understand the pressure of walking, the pressure of jumping, everything should be kind of like a shock absorber, if you will. If we take a look at that shock absorber, it makes the spine have less stress on it, your body have less stress. But again, from the front, we have strength and we have stability from that front. So let's take a look at this side, and if we understand injuries that can happen to the spine, for example, what's an example of an injury to your spine? The most traumatic that you could ever go through, obviously, is a car accident, a whiplash type of injury. And if we take a look at a banana, so imagine your head, and now we're understanding the traumas that can happen to the spine. How do we misalign the spine? How do we take it out of its normal, healthy position? Take a look at your head on the top here, and if we're going this direction in a car, and all of a sudden we hit something stationary, what happens to our neck when our head flings forward and then flings back? That's right, injury happens to it, and you can kind of see what's happening to the banana. What's happening to the banana on the bottom? We're getting ripping and tearing. We're getting ripping and tearing in the front. Now the banana peel is similar to looking at the bones of the spine and the ligaments that hold the spine together, the muscles that hold everything together. And you can kind of see when the head goes too far forward, what happens? It rips, it tears. What happens to the muscles and the ligaments? They rip and they tear. Interestingly enough, when we look at the spine and understanding your health by using a banana, we can see that when this rip and tear happens, if you don't do anything about it, what happens to the inside? Yes, your body does heal in that position, but it lays down extra tissue here, extra scar tissue, and extra scar tissue in the front. But watch what happens over time when that heals in the wrong position. You lose the curve in your neck, you lose the curve in your mid-back or lower back. Specifically from a car accident, you would lose mostly in the neck. Remember that head that was sitting on top that we wanted that beautiful shock absorber? But what happens now to that shock absorber? It's jamming down on those bones in your neck, which causes obviously more rapid breakdown, causes nerve pressure. But look what happens to the inside of the spine. What happens to the spinal cord? If we were to open you up inside, we'd actually see that spinal cord looking like mush. See that? There's even some stuff coming out of there. That would be like a herniated disc. You see that little part squeezing out? That'd be the disc squeezing out. So disc herniations. And that spinal cord's not meant to function in that mushed position. So what is our goal in chiropractic? What is our goal in family tree chiropractic? Is to actually take that bone that's out of place, put the curve back in the spine. Hopefully some of that jelly can be back in there. And when that thing heals back up again, guess what? That might take months to do that, but we can restore that normal position so that the scar tissue can heal over that newly aligned spine, and then this can be back up again. So guess what? In the end, our goal is to have it restored back to normal. So you can see that in time, now this could take months, but in time that bone can heal back in place so that you have a minimum amount of scar tissue on the outside. So guess what? We can restore that curve, restore that shock absorber, restore the function of the spine, and let that thing heal up normally. Now how do we do that? Number one, we do that through chiropractic adjustments. The adjustments are gentle and effective, and they can actually restore that over time, a lot like braces on teeth. That can restore that spine. We also use physical therapy. Now, physical therapy strengthens up the muscles and everything. Once the spine's in good place and a good normal position, those muscles can be rehabilitated back to their strong and healthy position. So we take a look at that, and that's our goal, to get your body back to normal. By understanding a banana and what that should look like from the side and the front, we can understand how trauma can actually hurt that, especially car accidents we're talking about today. And what I would recommend is actually, if you've been in a car accident within the last couple months, absolutely call our office at 717-738-2555 or visit our website at familytreechiro.com, and we can get your spine checked. If you're outside of the area, we can certainly help you find a chiropractor, and looking forward to getting your spine back to as normal as possible, as quickly as possible. And thanks again for being part of the YouTube Inspiration for Healthy Living program. This is Dr. David Parker signing off. Have an awesome day.